Hi guys, so today I'll be bringing you a Scoia'tael deck, and I feel in this current meta, this deck is performing very well. I'm currently at around 68% win rate, and as you can see here, this deck, I do see some similar decks on the internet, but I feel this is the right combo after experimenting with different types of gold cards. I tried Isengrim with spells, different event cards, but this is the deck I've been playing most with. Alright, just let me explain a few some of the cards and most of them. And here we have Arca Healers. That goes without saying that this is really good in combination with the Witchers and Mahakaman Guard. It buffs everything. Now you want to push really hard for the first round. I'll get to the details later, when we get into some gameplay. Alright, and then with Mahakaman Guards, you might be thinking, well, aren't there like better options? But Mahakaman Guards is one of those cards that I feel you can't really have too many of them because, well, you can, but I mean 3 of them. I think that is really perfect because you need some cards that are not reactive. So that's what they're here for. I mean, sometimes you need to play some cards to beat the opponent, but you just need some solid cards you can put like any time. I mean, they'll always give you value for the later round. I mean, it really sucks when you draw them like last round, but they're very good. And then with the Witchers, Witchers is not just only, this is 19 strength, which is really good, better than gold cards in terms of like value and strength. But the thing is that it thins out the deck. I mean, once you really want to play this first round, you play this first round, and then the next round it's easier for you to draw into your other good cards. So very good Witcher. I mean, so I think Scoia'tael's lacking some, good silver cards. That's why you're putting them there. I mean, if they had, better options, maybe we won't be using Witchers. But overall, Witchers very solid. I really like this one. Okay, then we'll go through some of our gold cards. Garroigni, not too much to explain. This is like a Scorch, like the Scorch, but only on the opponent's side, so it's like better than a Scorch with 6 health. Really good. And with the Ethne leader ability, you can double Scorch. It's crazy, yeah. Aegis is like, this card is good in all Elven decks, in my opinion. I mean, Scoia'tael decks. Like, it's just so flexible. You can steal the opponent's special cards. Once they use it, if they use like a Scourge, you use a Scourge, you use their Scourge. It's really good. And if you're winning, you want to use Decoy. I mean, you can double Decoy. You use your Decoy, and then you use her Decoy again, and then your Ethne, you can Decoy again, so that's 3 decoys. That's so much card advantage. So good. I'll tell you why later that card advantage is so important. I mean, it's important for all decks, but for this deck especially. Ciri, so good. Ideally, you want to win the first round, and second round you play Ciri, and then play all these stall cards. And I mean, this works because you just have so much potential. I mean, if they decide to pass, you can like punish them really hard. I'll explain that a little bit later. Okay, and then here we have some of the reactive cards. Okay, 2 archers. They're pretty solid. I mean, they're not the best cards. It's 7 points in value, and sometimes if you play them, there's nothing to target. That's only 2 strength. So sometimes it's a little bit situational. So you don't really want to have too many of them. So I just put 2 of these. Elven Mercenaries. At first I was running with 3, but then decided that's like I end up playing like Elven Mercenaries without the swipe. You see, we only have 4 event cards, So with these Elven Commandos and Elven Mercenaries, I feel 2 is the perfect, the perfect amount. Elven Commandos, so good. They're like very flexible. Use them with Elven Mercenaries. You can use them with archers. Use them with Archer healers. Very good, solid. And then here again we have Yarpen. Yarpen is, I think of him as like you want to play him second round, basically. Very good card. A lot of value, especially if you get to buff him as well. Through alias, maybe you can steal their swallow potion, or you can use Auger healer to buff him. Very flexible, very good. And Milva is our I named the deck after Milva because you want the card advantage. After you get all the card advantage, opponent passes maybe last round, and then use Milva. Get rid of their, highest strength card. And if you have enough card advantage, you can double Milva and then do it again. So basically remove 2 of the strongest cards, and you also get to play 2 of your own. I mean, it takes back your card as well. Usually if you use this, you'll be taking back, you might lose a little bit of strength if you have like a buffed Mahakama Guard or like Yarpen, but it shouldn't affect you too much. Also, this is a card this is what I'm talking about. You can punish the second round pass. They win the first round, right? And second round, they think they have enough strength, and then they pass. That's when you use Milva as well. I mean, you do the calculations and you think, okay, I can win, use Milva. Okay, here we have the event cards. You might be wondering, how come I'm only using 3 swipe and 1 decoy? This is because you want, Elven Mercenaries, it pulls out random cards, so you want to limit the randomness. That's why I put 3, well, not swipe, lacerates. Sorry. 3 lacerates. And then a decoy. Decoy is just so good. It's because it works well with Milva. Decoy, it just stalls. So you have the card advantage, so they'll pass earlier, so you can play Milva. And then here with Yaven. I mean, Yaven, it sometimes really sucks in the last round, but with a lot of monsters, monsters right now the most common opponent, so Yaven is so good against monsters. Not only that, you have to think of it as protection. Sometimes this protects against Scorchers. Like if you have Mahakama Guards or Yarpen, you use this on the opponent's side, to prevent them from scorching you. So usually, I would say you want to use this second round. Like you win the first round, get this, play on the second round. So if you see Yaven and Siri, you want to push really hard for the first round because you can get the card advantage back. Alright, okay, so let's get into some gameplay.